Good morning, grade 8. Welcome to our English class.
Not morning.
For our weekly home learning plan, read and study positive and negative messages in your English module on pages 33 to 35. Answer learning task 1, 2, and 4 on pages 33 and 35. Do written work number 4 for 15 items. Do performance task number 3 in harmonized subjects arts, English, science, math, and theory for 20 points. Your task is to create a poster. Our topic for today is all about recognizing positive and negative messages. By the way, what do you mean by messages? How can you determine if it is positive or negative? As the receiver of these messages, it is important that you are able to distinguish the kind of messages you are about to receive or receiving. What is the objective of this lesson? You are expected to recognize positive and negative messages conveyed in a text. Examine the given pictures. Picture A, B, C, D, E, and F. Do they have in common? What do they suggest? Images contain distinct emotions. These emotions may either be serious or light in tone. Some images express spirituality, happiness, sadness, or excitement. Furthermore, they are used as representations for visualization of text. These images, like text, carry with them some messages which may be positive or negative in nature. Your task is to examine the messages portrayed by the given text in this lesson. Let us determine how messages embedded in text are identified and classified. For your learning task 1, on page 35, you will have 10 items for learning task 1. Write positive if it conveys a positive message or negative if it conveys a negative one. Positive and negative ideas. Writers have their own unique style in expressing their messages. Their choice of words mainly creates the atmosphere, mood, and emotions depending on the occasion. For instance, for fictional texts, they carefully weave words in order to give shape to the story and provide the voice of characters. It is what creates the personality of the selection. For non-fictional texts, on the other hand, a writer chooses words that would express his or her attitude toward a subject. It tells the reader how they should read the text, if it's funny, serious, angry, friendly, and others. In both cases, the audience perceives the message as negative or positive depending on the tone and word choice. Tone, which means the emotion or attitude that the writer embeds in writing. It gives more context beyond the words used. So how does it work? It interprets their meaning. It also adds layers of emotional context. This creates the concept of a message as to being positive or negative. Writers use tone words to establish a message. Also, the author's opinion on the subject matter known. They make the tone either positive or negative. Let us have this sample sentence. Teacher, you made an A on the test. Student, that's incredible news. The tone of the student is positive. Second statement. Teacher, you made an A on the test. Student, I did. The tone of the student is skeptical. Teacher, you made a B on the test. Student, of course, I knew it. The student's tone is sarcastic. You made a pathetic C on the test. The tone is negative. We also have these positive tone words and negative tone words. Likewise, emotions, which can rise and fall as to how specific words can be synonymous, indicate a variety of levels on responses. It is necessary to recognize the differences when selecting appropriate synonyms. These pairs of positive and negative sentences will show you how words that are actually synonymous can be warm, neutral, or very cold. We have economical versus cheap, challenge versus difficult, conversationalist versus chatty. We also have unique versus weird, curious versus nosy, and generous versus extravagant. Let us proceed with learning task number 2. On page 35 on your module, please answer learning task number 2. 10 items as well. After learning task number 2, please answer as well learning task number 4. Still on page 35.
I need to put it in the fridge.
After that, please answer written work number 4. There is a dialogue or conversation between Joanna or Jowa and Donna for no face-to-face classes. Afterwards, there are 15 items or questions following after reading the dialogue. Followed by your performance task number 3. Afterwards, we'll be having a short quiz. If no question, that's all for now. Goodbye.